We could always do more rope videos. I'm always up for more videos. And we have music, and we are an SBC, and we have people. And we're looking at material there. There's our stuff.
Oh, I think that's cool.
Hello.
Okay, so that means we're live there. That means I have to go over here.
You have to go over there. We have to go over here, and I have to say, welcome, everyone.
The back of my hair! I just noticed that in the video! Oh my god, my hair is like... Oh, sorry. Welcome. I just saw the back of my hair. It just looks really, really bad. Date night with the Lunas, because I've just been pulling my hair back in, hair clip, because I desperately need a haircut. But I'm trying to grow it out because my hair has a tendency of getting layered and thin. And the last time I visited my hairdresser, she's like, girl, you need to grow it out so it could evenly distribute because we fucked it up this far. I'm like, fuck. So that's why I'm struggling. I went as, what do you call it? Get hair root dye to just prolong the dyeing process, which I was surprised. I did it very well by myself because normally this is a process I do not do to my hair at all. Right, John?
No, she doesn't. However, I'm going to backtrack.
Okay.
Say, hey, this is Date Night with the Lunas.
I did.
I'm
said
John.
That.
No, I thought you went straight into it.
No, I said hi. Or Date Night with the Lunas. I'm sorry
I
about my
wasn't
hair.
paying enough attention.
Again, I'm being ignored. Oh,
You're never ignored, sweetie.
I love this because I did. I said hi. I
heard hi.
Yes, and I
heard hi.
Someone about you blocked me. Okay. Hey, Snooki, I got your message. Hopefully, you got my message back, Snooki. So yes, we're trying to chat. You may continue with the date night with the Lunas.
Oh no, I was just doing the little plug and stuff. About, we usually plug about being sex educators, coaches, and other stuff like that. And what is our subject tonight?
I don't know. You have all these tools and toys because you were showing it off, but we have to mention our sponsor.
We do. We did a video on sounding. Or sorry, I do a video on sounding. She doesn't want much to do with sounding.
I run to the other side of the house.
And I thought I would show off the tools. And it was a video for Fairvilla, of which we normally push. Obviously, search Fairvilla University. It is our sponsor. However, if you go to our YouTube channel, Sex Positive Me, it has all of our videos there as well under Fairvilla University.
Fairvilla University. That's how you find it. So if you go to our Sex Positive Me YouTube channel, look under playlist, then you see Fairvilla University.
Yes, but I'm amazing how successful we've been in here. Your Better Sex Meditation in 5 minutes got 2,800 views.
And I thought that wasn't a very strong meditation video. But I am surprised. People love it. So they're looking for more. I know I should do meditation videos.
Our rope. Three types of rope you need. Did some really good stuff at like 610. But one of them had to tie a rope harness, of which I will tie her up in harnesses. And we will go out to clubs and stuff.
I think we're overdue to
5,000.
Yeah, we're overdue to do like a live demonstration on date night with the Lunas while
you do that next week.
I think so. I mean, I could be upside down and you could tie my legs because it's been a while on that. Or
I can tie you in the garage.
Right, I know. We can just do that.
The reason is we have a hard point in the garage, and I can do suspension while we're doing the broadcast.
Yes.
How many people would like to see her tied up, hung upside down, and smacked like a piñata?
Because I'm Mexican.
Live. That's totally not racist. She loves it.
No,
me.
What? You called me a wop.
No, I did not know what a WOP was until you explained it to me in New Orleans after 12 years of being together, which WOP is without papers. That's what that means.
Yes, my poor ancestors had no papers coming over.
Right, because then we discovered there was a big Italian mob, back in the day in New Orleans.
In New Orleans, who thought?
Yeah, because we did a private tour, which I highly recommend for anyone who goes to any city. If you could afford it, hire just a private tour for one of those city tours, or like New Orleans, they're good with history, vampire, haunted, foodies. I love those foodie tours. Okay. Maybe it's crazy, but I'm horny as hell.
Well, this is for all the guys out there. My penis pumping video did 2,600 views. It's not bad.
No, it's not. To show people how it's okay, Snooki. You can be, horny as can be, but we can't show any nudity because we broadcast live on Facebook, YouTube, BFAM 109.6 and SDC. I know SDC lets us to do whatever we want, but we're educational and entertaining. So
Well, we should probably go ahead and talk about Fairville. So
yes.
we did a class last week. For those of you who attended, thank you very much. It was done over Zoom, and it was on power exchange relationships. So we really did cover everything from dom sub, master slave, handler pet, caregiver little, so many different role play options to do. I love it.
Yes, and thank you for all the repeat that bought the tickets but watched the video on demand. So we appreciate you very much because we were actually surprised on how many tickets we sold being a brand new class. And this class, we actually ran the clock down to the minute. Like normally we do like 65, 70 minutes. This time we did the full 90 minutes because it just got so packed with questions and information. Because first they told us the class was okay, but to pad it a little bit, we over padded it there. But someone asked a very good question. What do you do if you fall in love with your top or dominant and they don't feel the same? And we said, well, was that negotiated? Did you discuss that? Do you have a partner to, like, the top or the dominant, does the play and just hands you off, not to be rude or anything, but that is a negotiation because we often say that all these chemicals get ignited in your head, the dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, what else? What was the other one? There's four.
Oxytocin,
dopamine,
serotonin, and it's not epinephrine. It's it's the bonding one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The last one. What is the bonding? I gotta look that shit up.
You gotta look that shit up. So that's why.
Serotonin.
Oxytocin. I always remember oxytocin because of oh God. If anyone remembers, please let us know.
So you just Google feel good hormones.
Feel good hormones.
Dopamine, serotonin, endorphins. And
that's
oxytocin.
Oxytocin, endorphins. Yes.
But it's oxytocin that is the bonding, and it's associated with love.
Right, but the endorphins get going. Like when you're running, that's what they call a runner's high. You get that feel good pain at the same time. You just feel good. So that's what we were talking about a lot with the power exchange relationships, and that was a good question because she's like, "How do I handle that?" I'm like, "You got to negotiate that." That's one thing we always say in any of the relationships. Please know yourself. Please. So that way, if anything does occur, such as that, what is the plan? I guess
that's a good way to put it. What's the out?
What's not so much the out, but what's the action that we do? How do we handle this? Like, you've had partners you played with that they definitely want to just be handed off. It's not to be rude. It's just,
we've done that where I know their husbands, their boyfriends,
their partners,
or whatever their partner is, and I do the act on them because I'll do fire play, I'll do electric play, I'll do rope. But when I'm done, after care is handed off, not won't say it prevents, but it kind of helps with them getting super attached to me.
Right. And then we also had like one of our friends, like he was the aftercare buddy, which was kind of funny because his wife is, is a submissive and likes to all this, and he is the aftercare bunny. That's what they call him. I just thought it was like, really, an aftercare bunny? What is his role? What does he do?
He likes cuddles.
He likes the cuddles. He likes nurturing and providing, and get the snacks and the drinks, and kind of like a caregiver. That's what he did, and just like while sometimes because the top or the dom was cleaning up the scene and cleaning up the area, and he was just like the intermediate. Or just, right there because he knows that he wouldn't get attached, or he knows how to handle people who, once the endorphins are going, it's like, how do you diffuse the love emotions there?
Would that be a stunt cuddler?
That's definitely a stunt cuddler. That's why they call it the aftercare bunny instead of stunt cuddler. I know we have stunt cock, but it just seems more cute and adorable because he has the blankets, and I mean he has some cute fuzzy blankets and good snacks like the Doritos and the Cheetos and the fruit punches, the Capri Suns. So all the cute cuddly kid snacks.
Sounds like a scout mom, but more cuddly.
More cuddly, more
More
cuddly.
cuddly version of a scout
Yeah,
mom.
it's very affectionate, very petting, very So it's just like that was one good question we had out of the group because it was a silent group, so we're still waiting for the feedback. So I'm notoriously always doing the shameless plugs for our surveys on the classes because I totally want to know if we're doing good, doing bad. Just asking all the viewers are from the states. That's a good question, Snooki. I don't know if they are. Oh my God, the back of
We'd
my
love
head.
to hear
I guess
where everyone's coming
I'm
from.
just not turning my head anymore because I'm looking at the back of my head and it looks like a friggin' rooster just laid a nest back there. It's like the front looks fantastic. It's just the back. Sorry. Just right now trying to figure that out.
Oh, well, I was going to finish up and just say that. Again, Fairvilla, go to fairvilla.com, click on educate, and they are actually having a class coming up end of July.
That's Thursday. That's this Thursday.
This Thursday.
This week is the last week of July.
Pro Blow.
Yes.
Advanced oral pleasure. So jump online, view that. It's only $15, and you get 15% off anything in the store or online.
And for our local Central Florida folks, we're going back live in classes. Woohoo! We're going back in person. I know the first class, it's Amber teaching it, and hers is penis pleasure, I think. And that was the class we said on the 8th or something. Ooh, my camera's getting.
I know.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember, but go into fairvillauniversity.com and you can check to see. Our first live class is not going to be until September 8th, and it is our BDSM 101. So if you want to get hit, spanked, I don't know what else do we do in that class. I know we get hit.
They won't let me shock anyone. Well,
No,
you'll be
that's
shocked emotionally, but I can't shock you physically. They will not let me shock people.
Well, no, we did that. The first Shocktober we did back in 2019.
Shit, we did.
Yeah,
we
we
can
did.
Shock people.
We can shock
Well, I'm
people.
excited.
Yeah, except that we can't do Shocktober live in person.
That's, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So that way it's like no reaction. I know it's a quiet room. I know we have like 18 viewers and they're being quiet, Snooki. It's okay. It's all good. I'm not trying to. Yeah, okay. I fixed my hair.
The thing is, we love doing classes in person. We love actions.
Yes.
We love putting toys in people's hands and having them bend over and say, "You have consent to use this." I love hearing that.
Well, I love our BDSM class is the most. Any of our BDSM 101, 201 classes are interactive and people touch it, especially with the rope tying. They love that, even though we try to do the basics on them real quick. They enjoy that because then they ask a lot of questions. They're looking at that. I know we've tried to do it online. There are going to continue doing online classes because we are getting people from outside of the Central Florida area, so that's a good thing. But we just like in person. We do. If we could find sponsors that could fly us out, have us entertain, do stuff, I would be fantastically happy. So
I think one of our best classes we did in Key West, and we did a rope class down there. And by the end of it, close to half the people were tied up in the audience and going off on their own and buying rope, and it was fantastic. We love doing stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. But also our BDSM one, it's like that's always our highest product seller.
Right.
Because we teach them exactly how to use the implements safely and pleasurably. Because we were on the cruise last week. We took a class called 50 Shades of Play, which was fun, but it was even more basic than our basic BDSM 101. So, which for us, I did my very best to control myself and not take over the class. I did. John was proud.
I'm very proud. I was also, I won't say amazed, but they gave us floggers.
Floggers.
Baby floggers.
I wish I could show our baby floggers and paddles of what they used.
And the paddles, I was trying. Like, I'm going to hit you, and I know my hand would have been better.
Yes, his hand would have been much better.
Of course, give me your green, yellow, red, meaning.
That's your safe words.
Red meaning all the way.
Did you break the paddle? No, it wouldn't break.
It was flexible.
It was so I think we have a cheesy flexible one like that.
We do. I think it's somewhere.
It's somewhere. I know our toys are everywhere.
But the best joke of it was we both did it to each other, and then they're like, "Well, you could say 1 to 10 on how's the pain level."
-2.
I don't know where -2 fits, but you hit me, and I'm like 1.
It was
One,
barely a 1. You barely,
0.05.
exactly. That's why I'm like
And then
negative
there was a
2.
hit and a pause, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you just waved it in the air. Did that actually hit me?
It was. That's why I had to say negative 2 because I'm like, I didn't feel jack shit.
Now, we did have clothes on.
We
and
did.
Normally, usually you were the bottom when we bought.
But even so, I hit you on your calves. I hit you on your shoulders, places that were kind of exposed, and it was still like, meh. It's like,
Okay.
did you hit me? Really? And then I look over and I look at this one couple, and I swear to God, I wanted to go up and just say, no, motherfuckers, that's not how you do this shit. Seriously, it looked like something out of Tiny Toons or, like, what's Animaniacs? Yeah, it was like that. And I'm just like, how is that even fucking sensual? And it's like, here I'm rubbing the paddle up and down John's body, doing the floggers up and down and sensual, all that. But no, it's like, I was like,
Okay.
Can I go tell him that? No.
Do you remember a couple of years ago where they took this video of a kid playing with a lightsaber and it looked really stupid, but then special effects it with like blasters coming in and it looked like he was hitting them and it looked amazing? That's what they should have done to this, because the floggers were all over the place, and if you had like bugs they were hitting, then you would have been like, shit, that's amazing. But it looks so stupid the way I won't say stupid.
No,
it
no,
looks so inexperienced,
so animated, like a Warner Brothers animated cartoon series. That was what I said, like Tiny Toons, friggin' Animaniacs. I don't even think Bugs Bunny would have something that pathetic, because that's why I said Tiny Toons and Animaniacs. It was like Steven Spielberg's, but it was like, it was like, oh my god.
and you see, when I hit you with my paddles, they're leather or wood or steel or fire hose. You know when you're getting hit.
Right, exactly. What am I imagining is if a bee comes towards me and I'm swatting, yes, like that. It was like, oh my god. And they're like giggling and laughing. And I'm like, that's not how this class is supposed to be, but okay.
No, but it made me think, if that is a regular practice in their sexual bedroom activity, I want to see that shit. Like, does sex usually involve
like little kids, like toddlers, like, you're ugly, don't touch me. Oh my god. But I think we really liked our cock idea.
Which cock idea? Yes, that was a great cock idea.
That was a great cock idea.
Things. We learned more, not kink, we learned teaching styles.
Yes, we always like to learn new teaching styles because we always want to keep it fresh and entertaining for you. So at the beginning of the class, 50 Shades of Play, they gave us all blindfolds. And then they gave us these rubber chickens, which I found online at a Mardi Gras store, which is $1.50 each chicken. I just want to make sure it's the same.
We're going to New Orleans now?
Yes, we're going to New Orleans.
Sure.
Okay, so I want to make sure that this, cock is the same one, because what they did was they had us blindfolded, then they put like these rubber chickens on our lap, so we ended up calling them cocks, of course. And then she asked us all these questions, and then we would squeeze the cock for the answers, but we wouldn't know who was answering what questions. And it's like, I can't remember if you answered only one out of the entire audience a few times or not, but it was so hard, you couldn't tell who was squeezing for what.
Well, it was a way of getting everyone acquainted that if they have a fetish and she said it and you squeeze the chicken and someone else squeezed it, you know you're not alone. What I will say, though, is I squeezed the chicken, everything she said except one thing. I'm sorry, I'm not into, she said cock slapping.
I missed that one. I would have like totally squeezed it. I missed it. I was like, did she say that? Because I don't remember her saying that.
She said cock slapping. That's when I'm like, no. All the other ones, and there was a few, I was the only one squeezing it on.
I know, that's why I was just like, I can't remember. I have to ask her that list of like questions, because it was kind of cute. It was cute. I liked it very much. I really liked that icebreaker, because then you don't know who said what and you don't know what they explore. So that was like a fun class. I think they could have made sales if they actually sold the baby flogger and the baby paddle. When I said baby, this is like gag gift, Spencer gifts.
You know, I don't even remember whether she was sounding or not.
What?
When she did the class thing. She said a lot of other stuff. I know she said water sports. I know she said threesomes. I know she said...
did say sounding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why after that she just kept looking at us a little funny.
Oh yes, she did. After the rest of that class and the rest of the cruise, she's like, "I know you folks." You're just like, ah. And we tried. Like I said, we were really good. They're talking in their own native language.
Ah, I'm just watching.
So yeah, it's like poor Snooky's been blocked because he's a single guy. I'm like, oh, they're missing out on some good stuff. But I understand. I get it. I get that. Yeah. But that was the fun part. We've learned new techniques and tricks, but now I know there's even baby BDSM 101. I was like, wow. Because when I volunteered to get hit, yeah,
She was hoping for so much more. She was hot.
she was hot.
She was hot.
She was hot. But I'm like, I want to see her with real implements because those were.
Well, they'll be coming out later, maybe.
But I think that's also like the starter sports sheets kit. I think
I think that
the
was
Sex and Mischief.
Are you sure that wasn't the Hasbro edition? Because it really, I'm used to some hardcore toys. This was really like a. Did you hit me yet?
Did you feel anything? Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah. John and I both felt like no, nothing. It's like, are you sure you're hitting me? No. Yeah, but we did get some interest, but no one actually kind of. But if we would have had dinner with the couple at 6
Oh, that
o'clock,
could have went well.
that could have been very well. So because we said I have real floggers and we have rope, so it's like yeah.
But the kink seems to do well. So
Mhm.
here's what we're going to say. What kind of kink do you want to see us do on TV, on the broadcast? Rope is great. We can do
Yeah.
suspension. I can't do sounding on that.
You could do the fire cup, but we have
Fire
to.
cupping.
Yes, but I already have to be laying down on the table
Before you even start.
before we start the broadcast in order
Did I
to do
mention
that.
I love setting you on fire.
Oh yes, you do, and I like
I
to
do.
be set on fire. I just wish I could find that Dom again who did it the first time. That I'm like, I
You
was.
just wanted an excuse to go to Sawmill.
Nah, I want that Dom because he did some crazy shit on my back that I felt it, but I didn't see it. But I giggled the whole time. And I remember you had to reassure him, like, no, that means
That's
you're
good.
that's really good. If she's giggling, that's really good. It was just fantastic what he was doing because I don't know if they ever do that again. I mean, with COVID and like things, but that was good for charity. That's the one thing we like about the BDSM community. They often do a lot of things for charity.
You do a lot of stuff for charity.
Yeah. And that was the whole thing. Okay, question. I got some newbies this week, and I want to know your thoughts on this. What is the difference between just attractions and the feels? Huh.
The feels. I'm having trouble with that term. The feels.
Yeah, emotional connection, you know.
Difference between attraction and emotion?
Yeah. Like you're
hell.
feeling like you're falling in love. That's basically goes back to like the power exchange
True.
you know, that you get all these chemicals going because again we went through the 4 feel good chemicals that makes you like want to have these like attractions and feelings like you're like attracted, but then I feel like oh it's like it could be more, but again it's like what is it that you're missing in your primary relationship in order to get those feels? That's some of the questions I ask some of my clients. It's like what's going on that you feel that neglecting. And the one thing I don't like is when couples start treating each other horribly in regards to the fields. It's like because that's why we ended one friendship with one couple because she went batshit crazy over this guy, almost ruined her marriage, and wanted to take us down with her. I'm like, no.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to say, I know, you can be attracted to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're attracted to a picture. I have no idea what her voice is like or his voice is like. I have no idea if they're like, an incredibly intelligent person or just like, tree pretty. I don't know. And, that's attraction. There's also friendship, but then there's more of the emotions that get to it. I mean, even my friends that I just say as friends, I have somewhat of an emotional connection to them. Now, like my college friends, I still talk to them. If they were to disappear tomorrow, I'd feel bad. Is it going to affect my everyday stuff? No, not really. But I don't know. The feels, the emotions.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely NRE, hands down. New relationship energy because you're just like so attractive. You're so but it's like it is having that conversation of like, whoa, slow down. What is it that you want? Other than basically sometimes what people do get confused is sex and love, which
Oh,
are two different things.
That's
Yes, you
because
could be NRE since they're new. Yep, and they probably don't know what NRE is, new relationship energy. They just like, ooh, it's a when you butterflies in your stomach. It's like when you start dating someone, you always get those butterflies in your stomach when you meet them, or you just like run in the opposite direction. Because I know I just had a bad date like last week, and I was like, oh fuck no, it's like, no, just no. What else did you have to say on that one?
no, I was really gonna stop it there because I mean, if they're getting really emotional, it's because most of society we've been taught that love and sex are the same thing.
Right.
I mean, there's one night stands and going out, but I even know like I have relatives that they're like, yes, some people do that, but not. I mean, people don't do that. And I'm like, wow. But
See, and I've always been the opposite.
Yeah.
I've always separated love and sex. I'm like, yeah, no, they're totally different things. I'm like, nope.
your attitude is rare in America or was.
Was.
Nowadays, it's become much more mainstream. But growing up at our age, that was, I think, a little rarer. And then finding it in a woman is
Mhm.
even rarer because even in the article we just read, it puts towards women being more emotional at times.
Mhm.
And you call me the woman in the relationship because I'm more emotional.
You're more emotional.
I am.
It's like, it's
Not-
like,
I'm not going to be ashamed of that. I have emotions.
where's the tissue box? Where's Sarah McLaughlin for the eyes? I need a puppy because you won't get me a clown plushie. I need a clown
What?
plushie.
I thought I was your puppy.
Yes, I know, but I need
You need a clown plushie?
Stuffy.
She wants to torture me with it. She knows none of the BDSM shit scares me, so she's gonna scare me with clowns.
Because
that
we
is my
brought
fear.
it up in class.
We did.
We did. You know.
Clown is my hard limit. We went to a adult entertainment conference last year, and there was this girl,
Cute as a
gorgeous
bunny.
body,
Cute.
naked. I mean, she had suspenders on, I think, and shorts that maybe had about 4 inches worth of material. But then clown makeup, the whole bit. I'm like, get the fuck away from me. I'm very sorry. That terrifies me.
And just to see John avoid her like the plague was hysterical because she was just like kind of curious because after 3 days, a couple of days together at a sex conference, you kind of get to know each other. Did we see each other at the booths? And John was just like, nope, and she's squeaking her like little horns and everything, nope. And I'm just laughing.
What's worse is we have an acquaintance
Yes,
we know
yes,
who has organized clown orgies.
yes. He can't watch the video. He just
And
can't.
all.
No,
No.
he can't. Because the video's on Showtime, and it was just like John couldn't. His eyes are closed like in a horror movie. I'm like, they're having sex. No, I don't want to see that. No, they're all wearing makeup and they're using clown toys and making sounds and have big shoes. No.
I'm not yucking on anyone's yum.
No, he's not. But
And I may even wear socks when I have sex. But the idea of wearing McDonald's-sized clown shoes while doing someone doggy style, I'm not there.
And just the nose horn.
But one of them, I had the orgasm and started squeaking his nose, and I'm like, no, I have to be in the other room. Like, no, clown sex bad. Unless you like it, then go do it. I'll be in another room. I don't like clowns.
That's why I want to play on his fear by having it like clown stuffy. So I have to find one, a good one. It's like, oh my god.
See, my fetishes sometimes scare people, and a little bit we'll talk about them. But man, clowns just know. Does anyone else there have some like really, really
Off the
horrible
wall
fears?
fears, and we're not talking like the logical ones, needles, blood.
I'm okay with that.
What do you call it? Yeah, you're okay with water sports and all that. I'm trying to think of the other ones, hitting things. Oh, question: does anyone know if the story of O is all in English? Because we started watching that on Pluto TV, the free version, and it's kind of like went part English and then the rest in French. And we're like, shit, because I have to focus on it because my French is rusty as hell. But then I have to try to translate it to John. It's like, no, it's just too much for my brain to do
I
that.
forgot to tell you, I found the DVD.
Oh, you found the
So
DVD?
the thing is, now we got to look for a DVD player. It's somewhere in the house.
Yeah, we have it. It's connected.
Oh, okay, yes. We do.
Yes.
So
Hey.
the story of O is basically 70s.
Yes. Very
You know it's
70s.
70s because of the bush. No one has that much hair these days.
Okay,
Maybe
wait.
the Amish.
Okay, so we got to go to our sponsor now
Oh, we do?
because yes, our favorite sponsor, and I have to like cut the video from a couple of weeks ago of me trying the dark chocolate cherry because John had the same reaction, so I have to do like a video next to it.
We're gonna do even better.
Okay, what are we
Because
doing?
I've been getting in touch with my submissive and even my masochist side. I was the one who first volunteered to be hit, although that wasn't even masochist.
That was nothing. You did.
So, while getting these fudge ready, and this is from Elmer Fudge and Tweety Tweets, they are our sponsor. I got you Rocky Road.
Thank you. I can tolerate Rocky Road.
And because you sadists out there know where I'm with you, liked the dark chocolate cherry that made my lips curl back up into my body, I got it again for you guys.
Oh, I thought for sure you were going to do the unicorn surprise. So you could you could text them at 678-322-7802. 678-322-7802. It's $1 a piece of fudge, or they could custom make you a whole tray of fudge. Okay, I've got it.
If you missed the number, you can go on our YouTube channel, and there is actually a ticker going across at this point for the YouTube. I'm going to eat this again, and it's probably going to be worse because over the weekend I was chewing gum, and I took a chunk out of my cheek. So I don't know if this is going to burn or what, but here we go. How do you like the Rocky Road?
Not a big fan of it. Well, because of the marshmallows, and I mean, it tastes good, but.
Now you see, this starts off good. Oh God, where's my water? I know it's coming.
Oh.
But then it's going to smell. Oh, here it comes. What is that taste? Holy shit. Oh. It is like super sour. Did you like that enough for me to take another bite?
You should have like a tip jar there. It's like tip, so John like eats it.
See, it's good in the beginning. Well, I gotta put that down.
I'm not a big fan of Rocky Road because of the marshmallow, but I mean it's good. It tastes good. I'm like, meh. I mean, it is delicious.
Okay, I had.
What kind did he have? He had the dark chocolate cherry, and what was it? The cherry, some kind of sour rope or cherry rope or something.
It's some type of cherry sour something. So it starts off sweet and dark chocolatey, which is usually bitter. Then it switches to the sour thing. And no, I really want to do a fun joke. I got to figure out someone to do it where you like blindfold them, you put food in their mouth, you're being sexual, and then you switch it out for one of those things. Oh God, that's sadism.
No, we have blindfolds now because they were nice enough to give us the blindfolds. What they should have been was nice enough to give us the baby floggers and baby paddles because, like I said, those were baby.
Baby.
Yeah.
I'm looking at something.
What?
No, nothing. This was wobbling. Okay, so.
Sorry, back with my hair.
Anyway, order some fudge. You'll definitely enjoy it, or you just be a sadist like I am. Should I bring this out? Because I did a new video.
You mean masochist? That was a masochist move.
Yes, but if I do it to someone else, it's a sadist. I was just doing it to myself as testing. So I made a video, and it's not out yet. It still should be out probably next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, yeah.
But it's one that always gets people a little anxious.
Yeah.
And it's called sounding. And to give you an idea, I've been doing this for over 20 years. These are silicone sounds. Haven't lost anyone yet. I'm going to show you what they do. Well, I can show the picture, right?
Yeah, I think you can show the picture.
I'm going to show the picture.
Yeah.
I'm going to show it quick so YouTube doesn't cancel us. That's what ends up happening. So, yes.
We can show the stunt model that you had.
I put it in the other room. Essentially, sounding is placing an object like this. Don't do this without training. In through the urethra. This can be done through men or women.
With lube, which is
lube.
No. What is the lube? It's a specialized lube.
I use surgical lube, sterile lube.
Sterile surgical lube. So that's the difference there. And this is the easy kind. This is the silicone kind.
So it starts small.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's our friend. Actually, it was our friend over at Boneyard who sent this
Mhm.
to us.
Yeah.
So shallow,
Mhm.
little deeper, Jedi level.
Very Jedi level.
But I like that they went ahead and give us a bullet vibrator because when you get it in and you use this, it really vibrates your. If you get to the prostate, you can vibrate the prostate from the inside. Holy fuck, what an orgasm that is! But it's funny because these are the ones
Yes.
we got.
Yes, it's both for men and women.
Um, it's really interesting because this is how the doctors did it.
Yes. Metal.
Metal, stainless
Metal,
steel
steel.
rods. I haven't scared anyone yet, have I? But actually, yes. This can go inside the urethra. You can do men or women. Be very careful with it. If you ever do it, make sure you know someone who knows how to do it because you can cause a UTI. You're putting stuff in your body.
Mhm.
However, I have sounded at this point, about 8 women.
Yeah.
And everyone has told me it was some of the most intense orgasms they have ever had in their life.
Ooh, thank you, Samantha from California. Ordered 12 pieces of caramel pecan.
Ah,
Wow. Oh, yes. So you could custom order your Elmo Fudge from Tweety Tweets to whatever it is. So they've come up with just crazy concoctions. Maybe we should come up with a signature one for our show.
ooh.
Hmm.
Well, mine would definitely have peanut butter in it somewhere.
So it's dark chocolate. So.
Yours is definitely dark chocolate. So,
Mm.
yeah, I've had people run it. The funny thing is, I've actually done sounding at a dungeon, a place where you see a lot of extreme stuff. I've seen branding scenes, and I made people leave the room.
Mhm.
Felt good about that.
Yeah. But I thought it was pretty good. You had a class of 60, and
Oh,
only
yeah.
2 people left out of that entire presentation.
We do that again one day.
Yeah, and then not to mention dark chocolate peanut butter.
Ooh.
Maybe. It's a maybe. You also did it as a virtual class too, and everyone who showed up thought it was something else, but they still stayed.
They stood around.
They stood around there, and you did a live demo on that, and that was a female bottom that you did the.
Actually, with that one, the female was sounding me because they wanted to see a penis sounded.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, no, because because the urethra is much shorter on a woman than a man. I really need to. I mean, I use gloves. I sterilize things in iodine. I never want to give. I know a UTI. I know that's how inconvenient that is. And I can't really do that and do show stuff.
Right.
So, anyway.
Pistachio, white chocolate cranberry pistachios. Interesting.
Ooh,
Thank you
that's
for
a
your
good one.
order. Yeah. Like I said, they could come up with some crazy stuff there.
What is the craziest flavors we can come up with?
I don't know. I feel like I should go get my lollipops again. I found little lollipops over at Disney that I fell in love with, so I had to buy in the pack, and I've been just eating one a day. But now I have to go back.
Yeah, by eating one a day, she's sitting at the end of the couch doing this. No, I'm not distracted at all. I got plenty of work done that day.
I get everything on there. So
See, what was really funny is I almost grabbed our stunt cock and just deep throated it just to go ahead and get you back. What? You keep bragging that I can deep throat and I don't have a gag reflex.
I know. I'm like, I actually like a couple of people that I've been like talking to as a presentation, been selling you on that one. It's like, yes, and then you can see a man swallow a dick during class.
That's something you see every day.
Right, but
Well,
then you get
depending on where you live.
you get penis tips from a guy who knows how it actually feels. Not like women who say, "Well, this is what guys have told me." No, I'm a man. I know where it feels like. So you know what? You're doing it wrong by doing it this. So, and I just love women's reactions on that. I just sit there. I'm like, I'm just a toy passer here. He's teaching the class because you're more fascinated. Ooh. You mean I'm doing it wrong? I should be running my nails on the bottom and not on the top there, and just like massaging the frenulum. Where is it? You know.
Yep, we actually had to take a lot of anatomy on the penis and the vagina. Vulva.
Look, I have taken more anatomy classes in the last 7 years of my life than compared if I did it right the first time in high school biology.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to go through this. I mean, we have like one book that's about what, yay big, about anatomy.
On anatomy.
Yeah, that we had to get for the conscious erotic touch. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. But in Fun Adventures news, we both signed up for a new what would you call it? Gifting site, gifting
Oh,
wish tender. So that way they do that. Didn't they teach that in our high school? Yes, they did teach you in high
do
school.
you think she paid attention?
Okay, let me tell you my biology class. Okay, I looked around the room. I looked for the nerdiest guy, and I knew that he was in the competition for valedictorian. I'm like, that motherfucker is going to help me pass this class. And lo and behold, he did help me pass the class by the skin of my chinny chin teeth. And I didn't have to sleep with him or kiss him or anything. I was just his friend for the entire semester. Okay, or the class, the year. So yeah, and he fucked up dissecting the frog. We lost the lungs. How the hell you lose frog lungs dissecting is beyond me. He ended up stealing somebody else's frog's lungs to say, hey, he had it. I'm like, that's more macabre.
You know, right now, given his start, by now he's selling kidneys on the black market.
You know what? I should like follow up and see where he's at. You know, cause he's probably some millionaire or something out there. Because he was super smart, just no people skills whatsoever. So that's why I'm like,
That's your specialty, it seems.
what?
Really smart and lacking in social skills.
Yeah, and what are you saying? Those are the type of friends I could get because I can't
No,
get.
I didn't. You got lots of outgoing friends. I'm just saying, occasionally you find those people. You married one. I got better. Don't do that on the air.
I said nothing, Frankenstein. So yeah, so that's how I passed biology class. I just became friends with the smartest kid in class who understood and tried to. But yes, over the last 7 years, we had to learn the anatomy and the nerves and everything else, how everything works, because that's how you get great sex, knowing your body.
Oh hell yeah, definitely have to.
Yeah. So as we were going back to the Wish site, it's called wishtender.com. John is under what? Bad Pup Ash.
Bad Pup Ash. That's what I'm doing.
That's what he's doing. I'm under, as always, Miss Angelique Luna, MS Angelique Luna. I'm still updating mine. So right now I only have like Delta Airfare, Tit Me, either 50, no, 25 or 100. I haven't added more, and Hot Topic Purse.
You need more purses. Totally.
It was a Hercules Pegasus. I'm such a Disney nut there, but I think I probably might find better at what do you call it? Box lunch. But I still haven't gone and checked out the latest because Halloween stuff is out. Hey, maybe I should ask for my.
I almost lost her at Hot Topic the other day. No. Home
My
Goods. Home Goods. She walked in and was like, Halloween, gotta go. Ooh.
Yes, I know. It's like I got that. So Halloween, and then you have a couple tattoos on there.
Oh, I definitely need tattoo fundage.
Yeah.
Lots of tattoos. The right side of my body gets tattooed in its entirety.
Except the toes. The foot is off limit. It stops at
She
the
says
ankle.
the toes, but she means the whole foot.
Yeah, that's why I just said the whole foot is off limits.
It has to stop right at the bone here.
A little bit yeah, so when I saw off your foot, that way I'm good. I'm still looking for a taxidermist that will do like taxidermy humans after death. So
I swear to God, I told you I'd get you a clone of Willie. There's no reason to taxidermy after I pass.
you still haven't cloned your Willie yet. I'm like, come on.
And I offered it. Get the clone of Willie, I'll do it. I have something called Trimex. If anyone doesn't know this, Trimex, you got to go to a doctor for it. It is an injection. It is a 3 to 3.5 hour hard-on that you can poke holes in drywall with. I'm not kidding. It is used in the porn industry, but I take half a dose, and I still get a 2.5 hour hard-on from it.
As long as it's still refrigerated, so it keeps its potency.
But yeah, every time you leave it out, from traveling, it starts getting less and less. But it's only like $120 for a vial, and that vial lasted me a year.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you're not doing it every day.
If you did it every day, I don't know what the hell would happen.
I know not for all men, but trust me, I know in men. Trust me, I know in men.
Well, when you go to an orgy, it's nice to not have to take a break. Because once you orgasm, once you come, I'm normally like, all right, I need at least 5 minutes to calm down, to do this. I'm like, it's still working. I'm good. Keep going. 3 hours. Non-stop.
Well, yeah, especially if you're going to a group party, house party, orgy, club. Yes, you definitely want that so you can continue going. Because I know I had one play date. The guy, oh man, he was well, but once he came, he was done. I was like, ah, why didn't you tell me this beforehand? I would have the Trimix prepared. I am like that. I just, yeah, I'm greedy. I'm greedy and selfish.
I know.
Yeah, and that
You're also
aspect.
a marathon fuck, usually.
Usually, yeah, I am. But today we went back to working out at the gym. We did an hour of legs. Yeah, that was bad. It was so, for me, it was sad because I had to start all over again because it's like I took a little bit of a break after March from my marathon running, and it was just like to start all over again. I'm like,
But it's funny when you can ask your wife, what's the reason you keep in shape?
sad.
Sex.
I have no shame in it.
No, there shouldn't be any shame in it. It's just usually that's the guy answer. Why do you exercise if I can keep having sex?
Well, it's like people don't understand. You need to be flexible. You have to have some muscle in order to like withstand holding different positions. I'm like,
when they're as adventurous as you, yes, they do.
Well, no, but even if you're like in doggy style, you're on all fours. If your knees and legs are weak as fuck, you're not going to be able to like handle doggy style, and you have to like squat down. And if you're not flexible, you can't do child's pose correctly, and then you can't lean in.
Which brings me into a tangent here
okay.
of what you need to add to the wish list.
What?
Sex furniture. We need a fuck bench, and we need St. Andrew's cross.
Yes, as much as I'm trying to get the
plans,
the motherfucker's not sharing it. And I'm like, I am willing to pay for it, still not sharing it, which I have no idea why he wouldn't want to get paid. I would pay a fair value. I mean, that was like, what, $300, $400 worth because, the wood and the way he did it. But no.
He just wants to keep that as a legacy.
He does love the cross. Oh yeah, I love the cross too, Hito girl. Totally, hands down, because you could do so many different things and positions, and it's just like, and this one was perfect because it fit in the back of a Honda Fit.
It actually collapsed into a suitcase.
Yeah.
So you can travel with it. However, I do want to say one thing because we've gone to a club and I won't mention their name.
Yep.
If you're going to set up a St. Andrew's cross, make sure it's secured to the wall.
Or at least very secure, because that portable St. Andrew's cross didn't move, but it had a nice flat base in order to secure it.
But there was also ties on it. Like
right.
Zip tied it, so
it wasn't zip tied. It was all bolted. Everything was not.
No, that was all bolted, but I believe there were 2 zip ties to put it against the wall.
No, it wasn't on the wall. It was in the middle of the.
Oh, that's right, that one.
That one was.
But that was stable.
Yeah, it was stable.
We went to one where someone just laid it up against the wall. Someone got on there, got into it, all of a sudden it came back on them. They broke a few ribs.
And they were out of work for 6 weeks. So we felt bad for them. And
it's not ours.
That is not ours, but I'm always like the quick to like go and check because I'm a little bit of a toy snob. Just no offense. It just over the years I've become a toy snob, and then I see it, and John knows that I see a toy that I normally love, I'm always there and I'm on it. I'm playing with it and whatever. But when I saw this, I said, nope, no way in hell.
And it's simple stuff like if you're going to build furniture, sex furniture, whether it's a cross or whether it's a fuck bench or whatever, sand it down every piece. Make sure the bolts are submerged or covered in rubber or something, and fucking shellac it or put something on it so you don't end up with fucking splinters when you're done getting a spanking. Not that that's happened to me.
Yeah, that's or we love to support, minority-owned business, biopic, all that. We went to a conference, and of course it was a biopic conference, and the organizer is always quick. Biopic goes front of the line. They're like, if you could build it, you could do it. Great, fantastic. She did it, and she said, never again, I'm going to another vendor because the quality of the toys were like, oh my God.
Furniture.
No, it wasn't furniture. No, it wasn't stable. It wasn't stable.
The furniture wasn't stable.
Exactly. But like even they built the cross, they built the cage, they built the spanking bench, and none of it was stable. None of it could withhold. And we have to understand, and we're not racist or discriminatory or anything, but some of the biopic women that we know in the BDSM community are plus size women. And they're voluptuous. And boy, they're so good. We have our favorite Mistress K. She's fun. And she could give a hitting, she could take a hitting, And if she cannot be stable on these toys, oh yeah, like, and we felt bad because, like I said, the event organizer always likes to support biopic, businesses.
It was, yeah, I do remember that one. They
Mhm.
offered us to take it home for a price, and the fact is, when you immediately look at it and realize it was not just wobbly, but like certain pieces were longer than others, that they should be the same size, you're like,
Mhm.
no,
Yeah, no.
sorry.
Okay, I'm ready to ask the Netflix show how to build a sex room and how to make it into a suitcase. Well, all depends on what exactly is included in the sex room. We haven't watched the show yet, so that's on
We
our
need to.
to do list. So yeah, we have to watch that one, because I think it's possible. I mean, we've seen a lot of our I don't want to say coworkers, but our
Colleagues.
colleagues that they do travel with their own sex room, kind of with all the like the candles, the lubes, the toys, the floggers, all in a suitcase. And
See,
how to pass it through TSA. Someone actually wrote an article on that, how to escape that. But I always crack up laughing during day days during which it's yes, how to build a sex room on Netflix. That's the name of the show. How to build a sex room. So if you Google that Hito Girl, that's what you're going to find.
see, the thing is though, we travel and we have a specific leather bag that's our toy bag that has all our stuff. And we'll change it up depending on where we're going. But I love it just the way you pitched it because I imagined this like box in a Rick and Morty where they like just hit the room and it starts unfolding and all the crosses come out. And I'm like, oh, that would be so cool. Well, I've heard the word pop up recently, and apparently there's pop up restaurants.
Yes.
Now I'm hearing that the group I kind of got involved with and have been tweeting with on one of them, they have pop up sex things. Like they'll just get a hotel room, be like, pop up, we're doing this sex party for like the next 6 hours. Come. Like, okay, well, I've never done that, but
Really?
yeah, just pop up sex room. Like you're in the middle of Central Park, and just be like, bing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's plenty of stuff you've done that I have.
Hey.
Yeah, well, I'm just stating a fact. I know it. That's all. There was no offense there. We're down to the last 9 minutes.
Less than that. But okay, yeah, it's 52.
Ooh. See, I look up there, but not over there. But you're right.
I always look at that clock. So we have a clock timer on our YouTube, Facebook, BFAM 109.6. So that's how we keep track of how long we've been ranting and raving for the hour show. But I think we've covered quite a bit on this one, but we didn't cover the article that we wanted to talk about.
We definitely need to cover that next week.
Yeah, next week there. And we're still trying to reschedule the owners of ASN Magazine in regards to have a chat with us on Date Night with the Lunas to see what's going on, what's the latest and greatest. We did skip this month's article for Sex Positive Me just because we were on vacation. We actually took a vacation. But the lesson has been learned. Never go anywhere, vacation or not vacation, without a laptop. We learned that because I talked to one of my besties and she's like, yeah, I never travel without, even when I'm on vacation. I'm like, damn it, I should.
I disconnected.
Yeah, but we learned a hard lesson. We need to carry a laptop just in case of emergencies because we had emergency that went on before we got on the cruise ship. And let me tell you, I'm all for technology. Totally, 100%. But when I want to talk to a human, can I just talk to a human? Especially when it comes to like personal matters. It was not fun. Someone hacked into my social security, ordered an AT&T phone with my name, with my parents' address, with a different phone number. So I don't know what's going to happen. So
there's weird stuff going on.
Weird stuff. So like I said, I right now put a hold on my credit, but it took me almost an hour to just try to
talk to people.
Trying
to be told, why don't you just log into a computer?
Yes, it'll be so much quicker. Please log into our website. Da, 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 da. I'm like, dude, no. It's like, no. But that is a lesson to be learned. We cannot, for the love of God, travel without a laptop. Doesn't mean like both of us need the laptop, but a laptop needs to come with us.
Or sex toys.
Well, always a sex toy.
We had them. They were just in the room.
Yeah, they were in the room. Okay, but we always travel with sex toys. I mean, there's like not a sex toy that we don't travel with. Owner of Caliente would be a good show.
We've been to Caliente. Been a while.
I don't know if it would be a good show because we haven't gone there lately. Because I know the last time we went, they were transitioning from losing their nudist resort certifications to just being a resort, because they were allowing the swingers, and because nudist resorts have certain certifications that you have to like check off, certain things you have to meet to get the certification. So
But there's a
wouldn't
big
have
difference.
ever, yeah, we love to. We haven't either been. So yeah, okay, field trip.
Well, the thing is, nudist resorts, at least the hardcore nudist versus swinger resorts, nudist resorts have been the ones where one they have kids, all ages, which fine, but like you hug someone and they're like, no, no, no touching. No, I'm like, well, because they don't want it to look like
Sexual.
or predatory.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I'm naked. I want to hug my wife. I want to, and that's really to get to more swinger resorts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's like they've seen profits with swingers. She is a Ukrainian seeking support.
Ukrainian.
Yeah, is it? I don't know.
Ever get in touch with us?
Seeking support. Yeah.
We're Sex Positive Me pretty much everywhere.
Yep.
SexPositiveMe.com, except
So,
of course
Instagram, we're SPM the Lunas, and of course you could reach out to us. We do offer one-on-one coaching, private classes, birthday parties, bachelorette parties.
we do not do bar mitzvahs. We're no.
How would we do
You
a
were
bar
just
mitzvah?
you were just going down birthday parties. This I'm like, what came to mind was bar mitzvah. I'm like, no, we're not doing.
Where did bar mitzvah? I'm like trying to figure out how do I do a bar mitzvah.
I do not know, but we're not even going to attempt that. This
You
was
came up
completely
with
wrong.
bar mitzvahs. I was just sticking to the usual
And we had a
wedding.
conversation recently about the DJ you were talking about, and you're like, oh yeah, I saw him years ago. Like now he's super big, but when you were younger, you saw him up in Chicago, and he did like birthday parties and bar mitzvahs. When you said birthday parties, bar mitzvahs came to my head. I'm like, no, we don't know. See,
Where? I still want to know where bar mitzvahs came from.
I have no excuse. Never have.
Okay, so again, back to like we do private classes, one-on-one. I am talking to like a lifestyle party planner to see what we could organize, because she has been requested a lot of like date night events for swingers or people in the lifestyle to go and meet up. Party's a party. Not to some of our
Ooh.
parties. Some of our parties are like, yeah. And I know. It's like we almost got kicked out of a strip club on our honeymoon night. So, yeah.
Apparently, if you're not getting paid, you can't take your clothes off. We didn't know that.
He's not going to go to the clown convention. I have a request for you. 2 at a clown convention. John will not go. He doesn't care how much money you pay him. He will not go.
$1 million.
1 million.
$1 million is what I would need to go to a clown convention. And I'm not even going to say I'm not going to wear a blindfold.
Exactly. Teaching the blind kind of deal. So, okay, so our next class, I don't even know when our next Farabella class is in August.
But we have one. I know we have some coming up in August. We just have to go ahead and update the calendar.
Yeah, we just got to figure out which classes those are. Because like I said, originally it was supposed to be our intimacy class, but that got changed because we're going back to in-person classes, live. And then you're out of town August 16th through the 20th, but that won't affect date night with the Lunas. It's just our class schedules. What else I figured? Coaching packages, we do have those available. One-on-one coachings, because like I said during Power Exchange, I said I've done very well with a lot of my little vanilla clients going over and hand holding them, so they've done very well. Anything else I'm forgetting?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That covers it.
Yes. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints,
Or topics.
Topics, yes, definitely. Or if you have ideas, if you were interested in us presenting like a live in-person workshop somewhere here in Central Florida or anywhere in Florida, traveled, yeah, we just have to like put a sticker prize.
Find the date on it.
Yeah, find the date. Well, September's pretty open at this moment, so that's good.
Clown convention. Bastards.
You won't let me take you to the It House over at Universal Halloween Horror Nights, so that'll be a fun group outing. If anyone's interested, let us know. We'll try to plan some dates.
I'll be waiting outside. Thank you very much for listening tonight. We do appreciate it.
Thank you. Love you, everyone. Bye. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.